everybody.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. We're starting off with Bryan Danielson and Ethan Page. MJF is up in the balcony area mocking Ethan Page.
He's with some hooker that he got. Looks like a geisha, maybe.
Oh, Pickle is in the chat saying, "Who was that with MJF? A better-looking Shotzi?" According to him, it was the best-looking woman he could find in Colorado. So there's
Got her
that.
at the 5 and dime.
Walter's in the chat. Chris is in the chat. Pickle, of course, is in the chat. Ravi is in the chat as well. Hey, guys. How's it going? Hopefully everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Christmas. Sorry we didn't get out on Monday. It was, like, nice not to do anything. Yeah.
Hooah. See if I can get caught up with everything. I haven't been on for so long.
Yeah. We do have some weird matches that are happening tonight. They do have the TNT Championship happening tonight between Wardlow and that.
If you're a fan of Daniel
weirdo.
Bryan, he will slow this match down to a crawl here in a second. Here it goes. I was like, this match is moving way too fast for Daniel.
Yeah, way too fast. Oh, he broke his ankle. Chris is like, "Hey, Travis and D." Walter says, "Boo at MJF. He wants Bryan Danielson to win." Pico said that. And Robbie says, "Yo, yo, yo, what's good, people?" And Pico says, "What's up, big mother truckers?" All the stuff, Pico. All the stuff is up. Chris says, "Pico Shotzi is way hotter." And Harley is in the chat. Hey, Harley says, "Hello,
Harley.
everybody."
Hey, good to see you in here. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday.
Walter says, "I had a good Christmas. Watched Monday Best of 2022. Yeah?
I did see Cody come on, but I did not watch it.
Watched his Best of 2022.
No, he came on. He talked.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
From
it was recorded. I don't know if it was live or anything.
Oh, yeah. Pickle says, "Haha, I knew that would rile you up, Chris." And Ravi says, "Shotzi is Duddy gal, trust me." D, excited for Dynamite. Yeah. So excited right now.
Starting it off with Daniel Bryan just to get it over with. Slow us down.
Says, "I want to play a word association game with D and Travis and the whole chat."
Slow.
Nice. We should play a word association game. Let's go for it. Why not? Do it, P-Cola. Robbie says, "Cola, just because you like Big Swole." P-Cola's like, "But after this epic cold open."
Pre-order now.
Don't we just love this? I'm so excited for when
just had a
Bryan
pre-order
Danielson
now.
is on the TV.
For the video game. They said it's coming very soon, just in the bottom corner.
Yeah, February. That's not
That's
very
what it says
soon.
online, but that's not what it says anywhere else. No one knows when it's going to be released, but they just said very soon. So.
They don't even know when. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to do it through Amazon Prime. Unless you order it with the games. Because I did that, the deluxe edition of the Hogwarts through the thing, just that one. Through
you
GameStop.
did order it?
No. I did it through GameStop, right? And it has free shipping.
Right.
So I don't know.
I'll call customer serve.
Daz Reynolds in the chat. Hey, Daz says, is the a fall count anywhere again?
I have no idea what kind of match this is. They are on the outside, but AEW never really makes them stay in the ring anyways. But it does look like they're going to be in the ring.
I think it's just a regular match, guys.
And Hathaway's dad gets right up in Daniel Bryan's face.
Are you sure that's not her brother?
He is way too old to be her brother.
Oh. She's pretty old. Ow. Anne Hathaway's been around forever.
She has.
She's probably at least in her 50s.
No.
Yes.
If she's in her 40s, she's 41. Daniel Bryan with a drop kick. Drops Ethan Page to the outside.
All right.
What's this show? What is it? Chernobyl?
The Last of Us? It's strange and weird looking. Or, that person's brain was on the outside of their body, which is
you don't
kind of
want
creepy.
your brain to be on the outside because it's very, very soft and moist.
Yeah.
And so you'd have to use a lot of lotion on your brain.
You have to moisturize your brain immensely.
Because you don't want your brain to dry out.
No,
because
brains.
an old, stiff, dried brain is what an old person's brain looks like. That's why it's hard to make neural pathways. And that's why the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's where it comes from.
Yeah,
but you
your
still
brain's
can.
Stupid.
It's just not as malleable. So you want to use a lot of lotion on your brain if you can.
Start shoving it up my nose. Robbie says, Jazz, yo. Walter says, come on, Brian. Use your moves to win. What kind
Which
of moves,
one?
Walter? The
like a twist
slow,
and stomp?
meticulous moves he likes to do.
A twist and stomp?
Pikola says, correction. I boo up for Abaddon. Daz says, yo, Robbie, how are you doing today? Robbie says, is the deluxe edition better? I'm okay, Daz. You. Daz says, the Elite versus Death Triangle, I mean.
Yeah, the deluxe version of Hogwarts is going to be better, yes.
Yeah. I don't think that they have an Elite versus Death Triangle match tonight, actually.
Are they saving it for the next one?
I didn't see it in their little thing they advertised earlier when we were kind of getting things started.
I think the next one's on the 4th.
Yeah. So I don't think they have one of those
They
tonight.
don't want you guys to get tired of it.
Mm-hmm. I'm already tired of it the first time around. Chris says, after 2 days without water and being sick, I'm doing way better, but I didn't get anything for Christmas. Fair enough. I'm a grown-ass adult man, so I don't get anything even though I gave my parents gifts.
What?
That's kind of weird. Travis is a grown-ass man, and I get him presents. It's very strange. Walter says, ref, eject that manager outside the ring. Pico says, anyone worth paying attention to? Ooh, purple hat and the scarf crew up front. Are they? Where? I don't see him. I think that guy thinks he's what's-his-face. Samoa Joe out there. He looks like him a little bit. I think so.
Is it because he's fat?
He's right there. See him?
With the belt on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It does look like Shotzi a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little.
If she didn't have all those tattoos all over herself, she probably wouldn't be half bad to look at.
The ones up her neck?
Yeah. They could be fake, I guess.
Maybe doubtful, I bet.
I like to pretend.
You like to pretend. I like to pretend they're fake.
I do that quite a bit.
Glad you got your water back, though, Chris. That's always a good sign of things happening. Because says Dad says I am okay, Ravi. At least we signed Gapco. And Piccolo says, sorry, Chris, have you got your utilities working yet? Ravi says, yeah, great signing. Dad's gonna be good when he plays. I guess I'm talking about football or foosball. Chris says, I'm going to get my own Christmas presents anyway. Maybe more Bowman baseball cards or some Jordans I've been eyeing, or a couple of wrestling figures.
What Jordans are you trying to get?
Yeah, which ones? The 2s,
I feel like
the
that's
12s,
the
4s.
a big difference
the
in
8s.
price.
Just kidding.
Bowman's baseball cards, Jordans,
or a couple of
or
wrestling
some
figures.
wrestling figures.
Huge difference.
Unless
how
you're
much
getting
money
like
you're
5,
spending.
because that's 100. And Jordans are what, 140 up?
Yeah. Walter says Hall of Famer Coco Beware in hospital, sending prayers to him.
Ah, crap. All my legends are dying.
Robbie message retracted, and Dad says, can you play on Friday, Robbie? Robbie says, D, your mate Ryan on first night. Yeah, I know, Robbie. It's going to be great. You're not going to be able to see your little midget friend later. You're going to be all sad and gross. I'm happy because then I don't have to watch his dumbass later. With his pants all the way up and his diaper-looking pants he's got on tonight.
It's a diaper baby.
Diaper pants. Chris says, yeah, I have running water again since Sunday. Now I have lots of cases of bottled water. Well, it doesn't go bad, Chris, so you just kind of save it for a rainy day, as in when you don't have running water again. Ravi says, no, Daz, I think Monday possibly. And Ravi's like, I see them, D. What do you see? What you looking at? What you see?
What is it?
What are you seeing?
What is it?
Yeah, Ravi, what are you seeing? Walter's like 23 coming up Sunday. Yeah, Walter, a new year, a new you, a new everything. Daz says, is Jamie doing the match on Friday, Ravi? And Chris says, oh, maybe that's Shotzi's sister. Ravi says, yeah, Daz. And Chris says, Shotzi's sister is fucking hot for real. Hassan Terrell in the chat. Hey, Hassan says, hey there, guys. Welcome back. Thanks, Hassan. Did you have a wonderful Christmas, Hassan? I hope you had a good Christmas.
Good holiday season.
It's the new year coming up. Does anybody have any great plans? Chris says I'm trying to get those new Jordan 11s. They are called cherries.
Ah, the newer type. I have not seen those ones. My daughter likes all the vintage looking ones, like the 1s, the 3s, the 4s.
Hassan's like, do you have any computers? Yeah, we have lots of computers. It's weird. Robbie's like, I treated myself to some Dead Man Fingers spiced rum.
Treat
Man,
yourself.
that ish is great with ginger ale. That sounds disgusting.
Treat yourself. Hopefully Ethan Page wins this and we can move on to the next match.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean,
Here comes the
after
it
all,
kicks.
He looks so gross. Yeah.
You talking about the old man?
Danielson.
Yeah.
Daniel McBrienson. Yeah, that guy.
There he goes. He's going to tap out Ethan.
Harley says, are them 3 choices on going with the Jordans? I can get a pair of Jordans for $120.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, my daughter was in Vegas the other day and she got some for like $109. I was like, what? I bought her basically the same ones for $220.
Yeah, it's probably because they went to some outlet place or something down there, would be my guess.
Like a Nike store or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They have like these little outlet malls you can go to. Like they're like for the brands. Yeah. Dad says, where's Hook at the moment? Hopefully he's playing in a garbage
It would be cool if he was in the unemployment line.
Robbie says the scarf people. Who are the scarf people? What are you talking about? The scarf people? You're crazy. Pickle is like, OMG, I just realized Big Bill, formerly W. Morrissey, formerly Big Cass, had a feud with Danielson when they split up the Sloft guys.
Right?
Ooh.
7 feet tall and you can't teach that.
Can't teach it.
Can't touch it.
You can't touch it either. Walter says, AEW, more matches. This first match is good. Yeah, because they didn't stop and do talking. Pickle's like, feels like ages ago, but they're both in AEW now, right? Hassan says, yes, I did enjoy the Christmas and holiday too. Fantastic. Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin, how's it going?
1, 2, and 3. No, Daniel kicks out. Damn it. So close.
Vindicators in the chat says, Duluthari, hang in there. Not a good way to start your Wednesday night with Danny Boy McBrienson on your screen, huh? Hello. You know what, Vindicator? I am the type of person I like to get the gross shit out of the way so that maybe better things can come after.
Like how I eat my food. I always start with my least favorite thing on the plate and then work my way to the best thing.
Wonder if it's something that you're not sure if it's your least favorite and you try it and you're like, oh shit, that's actually really good.
Okay.
Do you change?
Yeah, you can change on the fly. You can be dynamic.
Vindicator says, Travis, you ever did any sports betting? And if so, when was your last time?
Not necessarily. I mean, obviously, I've done all the polls and things, you know, where you buy the squares and stuff. But I've never actually done anything like professionally or semi-professionally or any of that. Like on websites or anything.
Don't go down
Just
to the
fantasy.
horse races, you know, and bet on the ponies.
No.
He'll lose all of his money. Just kidding. Chris says, man, if I was MJF, I would have that girl blowing me on national television.
Yeah, well, it's over.
It's probably why you're not on national television, Chris. Just saying. That's probably a reason. And that's
Very
probably
disappointed
the
in
reason.
the ending of that one, but it happened. She does look a little bit like Shotzi. I guess it could be her sister. I don't know. I know she has one. I just don't know what she looks like. Can't see her boobs. The belt's in the way. Shotzi has big boobs.
Yeah.
Is that why they're calling him the Scarf Crew? Because he's got a scarf on and she's got like a fake one on that's like drawn?
I have no idea. My problem is why does somebody need to have their nose pierced that many times? Like, why would
They
you
need more
pierce
holes
that
to
all
breathe
3
through.
times? Like, why would you pierce that on both sides and in the middle? Like, just out of
I've
curiosity.
seen a girl that has one in the middle, which is the weirdest one ever. But Then she has a little one here and a little one here, and then she puts a chain across.
Ew. That's just weird.
Yeah, she dresses as like anime creatures. I see her on TikTok every once in a while when I'm on there. I haven't been on there for a while, but.
Let's see. Piccolo says that's a young man's game. Betting.
She's a very angry Irish woman. She's from Ireland. She lives in Ireland. Oh. She's always just mad. She's mad at everybody's comments. I'm like, how the hell do you have fans?
Maybe that's her thing.
Just be angry all the time.
Some people think it's fun. And
how to talk. Like, oh, you can't say that. That's insulting. You should say it this way. It's like, what kind of life is that?
I don't know.
Like to worry about how other people say words.
People are funny. They really get upset about that stuff.
Words. I like Wardlow, but he definitely needs a mouthpiece. I feel like he's got a giant coat on. Oh, God, he hit him in the knee. And then he hit him in the W of the mat. Hey, I want an AEW mat.
Oh, really?
That's fucking cool. A little carpet like that. You probably order that.
As our own?
Yeah, right here.
Why is there a T in their stuff? That's weird. An upside down T.
In AEW?
What?
In AEW?
Yeah.
It just says T upside
There's
down?
an upside down T in the W. Look at it on there. When whatever that weird guy that comes in and beats him up does.
Just Joe? Power Slap Champion. I'm so excited for this! I wonder if I'll remember that it's on.
See it by his leg in the W?
I'm looking.
See it?
Yeah.
See it?
Like trademark? I see it. It's right in the middle. It's black.
There it is.
Right there.
I don't know. It's weird. Never seen it before. Oh. That probably makes sense, Piccola. It's a marker for them to stand on. Well, there you go. That's probably exactly what it is, Piccola.
Tank Davis was trying to get on that slap show, but he wanted to fight the women.
Tank Davis is a loser face. That guy should be kicked out of boxing. You should have saw
one of the articles I read today about Tank Davis slapping the girl and getting arrested last night. The guy literally put in his title that Tank Davis slapped a woman with a closed fist. A closed type fist. That's what it was. He slapped a woman with a closed type fist.
What the fuck is that? What is that? What even is that?
There's one word for it. It's called punch. I was like, are you reaching a little bit here?
Like, he didn't really hurt her. He just slapped her. So it's fine.
He just made a lip above her lip. It's a mark above her lip.
She's fine. It's fine.
You'd be surprised how many people are like, but did she deserve it? It's like, did you have a mother? Like holy shit.
Do you deserve it if somebody hits you in the face?
One guy's like, was it self-defense? I was like, did she have a knife or a gun? Is she in jail?
Was she trying to beat him with a baseball bat?
But he can't block a woman's punch. He's a professional boxer.
Right.
He's supposed to be elite. If he can't dodge a woman's punches, then maybe he's in the wrong sport.
Right.
Like he can't just duck and dodge and then walk out. Oh my god, this guy's getting out of hand.
That was rude.
That was rude.
Sorry, that was so rude.
Of course you'd want to know, because your husband wants to fight me.
Well, of course you'd want to know, you stupid bitch.
Does she have a tattoo on the inside of her bicep?
I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna slap you with a semi-closed fist.
Is it me, or does she kind of look like she would fit right in at a party in a trailer park? I mean, like right in, like just glamorous.
Like right now?
Yeah, or this second, if she wore that.
Probably.
To
It looks like some
party.
shit that you would find in places you wouldn't want to go to buy things.
Handwritten tattoo on her inner bicep.
She's like, I've got the moon in there. Don't you diss it.
Looks like
the
a
moon
freaking
and stars.
It's probably some meaningful thing. She could at least do it in color.
Wonder if she's allergic to the color.
Oh Lord, then don't get one. Get a locket. Make it a Horcrux. I don't know. So he's getting his doctor's appointment in the middle of a show.
Yes.
He couldn't do it earlier today.
No.
So no openings.
With the fake doctor.
That's not a fake doctor.
That's a fake doctor!
Oh, here comes the Moxicillin.
As Piccola says, that's a young man's game. Betting, I used to do that when the Pats were always in the Super Bowl.
Were you betting against him?
Rafi's like, deal with the disrespect that will make Aretha Franklin turn her grave saying I'm a midget watching my midget friend. But it's true. Dad says, who do you think the legends will be at the Rumble? I heard 2. One is The Rock and other is Stone Cold Steve and Cody.
Well, they're trying to get Tyson Fury in there.
Is Cody really a legend, though?
His dad was. So they're trying to get Tyson Fury. They've offered him like $2 million or something. The problem is he can't work in the United States because he has mob ties to an Irish mob boss.
Supposedly.
No, that's legit.
No, they're allegations.
He has ties. He has pictures with the guy. That's a tie.
Anything.
That's all that means.
Oh my God. So if you go get a picture with a fucking celebrity, then you have ties to that celebrity.
Yes.
You know everything about them and what they do in their free time
Yes.
and all the nefarious things that they do. No, you fucking do not.
Yes. Anyways.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's how you do.
No, it is
you
not.
get a picture with
That's
Olivia
not
Newton-John.
how it works.
You knew everything she did before her tragic
Stop.
passing.
That's not how it works.
They transfer all their secrets.
You're so full of
But
shit.
anyways, he's got alleged ties with mob bosses, and so he can't get a work visa in the United States. He can come here. He actually has a house in Vegas, but he can't get paid. And so they have to figure out a way to pay him.
But not pay him?
In
Pay him
euro
in
or
gift
whatever.
cards.
Oh, God.
Pay him.
Here's $2 million in WW gift card.
That's fucking hilarious.
Go on to WWEshop.com. You can buy anything. $2 million worth of belts.
That's funny. Chris says they also have a smoke show on NXT with this girl named Kiana James. She like a secretary with her. She's fucking hot. Okay.
I don't know her yet.
Don't know anything. Vindicator says, since when did Maxwell start dating Xia Li, Gothic younger sister? LOL, Xia Li. Xia should kick his behind for swindling her. Chris says, bro, that is Shotzi. She has the same tats.
Yeah, I think that girl might be a little bit more Filipino than Chinese.
Yeah. Piccola says, it's Gen Z night, right? Piercings are their way of individualism, but how come everybody's got shit in their face, on their face now? LOL. I don't know, but I mean, it's like tattoos on the face. Like, I don't care. Put them all over your body. Don't put them on your hands or your face.
Or your neck.
I mean, even up on the neck area, it's not that big of a deal.
I don't like Cody's.
Once you start putting them on their faces and their hands, it's so weird to me. And I mean, like, obviously on their hands. Not like, oh, I put a little mustache on the inside of my finger and or cat whiskers or whatever these girls do. My brother's ex-wife did it. She had a mustache like tattooed on her finger. A girl at work has little whiskers. It's actually kind of funny. Little cat nose with whiskers on it.
She cosplay or something?
No, it's just she likes cats.
I understand that. Does she look like a frog?
No. Why would she look like a frog?
Dolores Umbridge.
Dolores Umbridge is a freakoid.
Yeah.
Not that kind of cat liking, a freak. Like real cats, not fake ones in pictures.
She might have real ones at home. I wonder why she didn't get along with Mrs. McGonagall.
Because Mrs. McGonagall turns into a cat.
Mm-hmm.
She's an amnumagus and
Animagus.
yeah, that. Pico says now Wardlow versus Big Bill would be amazing.
Yeah, get it booked. Tony Khan doesn't know how to book. That's why we're watching Jon Moxley wrestle this guy again. 2 weeks
Oh,
in a row.
this guy? Oh, it's a
tag match, though. So now it's Top Flight. So I am okay with this one.
Top Flight versus...
I'm not going to bitch too much, but last week was not. And this guy went more than 1 second with Jon Moxley, which just...
John and Cesaro.
Hurts his credibility, Jon Moxley's.
Yeah, that's just lame. Let's see. Vindicator says, one day somebody needs to get me a lead pipe for Christmas so I can feel like a thuggish tough guy. Robbie says, is that just Joe Raw? Chris says, how can she be on AEW without a no-compete cause? 90 days, NXT contract is 30 days. That has to be Shotzi.
It's not. She's
Because
too
like,
little.
oh, I have
She's
some
little.
TV production in my resume. Oh, that's
Shotzi
how you knew
might
it
be
was a
taller
marker.
than MJF. She's a tall girl. She's
She
one of the
is kind
taller
of tall.
ones.
Walter's like, still good. AEW. Pico says, did anyone watch Glass Onion like or dislike? We watched it last night, Pico.
God.
It's so funny you asked that question.
Might be the best show I've seen this year.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it immensely. So I liked it. Walter says, Dark Order with Hangman Page. He can't wrestle yet. Pico says...
I almost texted you today and said, hey, thanks for the movie last night because it was
Such a good movie.
Oh, that's funny. Pico says, should have backhanded him with the mic. Right? Vindicator says, Dalitha, do you share Hangman frustration that you can't see him wrestle instead of Dan all the time? You know, I would rather see Hangman Page wrestle than Daniel McBryanson, whatever his fucking name is. Walter's like, Jon Moxley and Claudio for the win. Major League theme song. Pico says, I feel like Mox needs his steps in walking through the crowd.
I feel like the tag team should win this one, to be honest. If they're going to do it right, that's how they should do it. One of them should roll up or beat clean Claudio.
Yeah.
They're not pushing him. There's nothing fancy happening to him.
True. Let's see. Walter says, okay, at 9:15 p.m. I'm going to be here Friday, 8 p.m. for SmackDown before 2023.
Hey,
Still
look,
in
the
chat
Harry Potter
watching
what?
great AEW.
You can do it on your phone or on your stuff. See? Turn your TV
wow.
on. You can turn it into a remote. See? Do you have to talk British?
I think so.
Why is it a Harry Potter stag? Why can't it be a freaking Wolverine or whatever what's that thing? The hyena.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
I know mine was going to be a bear until I said I liked warm weather. And I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, I wonder what it's going to be now. And then it was a fucking thing.
Mine's a boar.
Yeah, yours isn't much better.
Mine's stupid as fuck.
But you're in Gryffindor.
So?
That's just weird.
A wild boar in Gryffindor?
Exactly.
Yeah, that is dumb. Because they're just
Mine's a hyena, which
wildly
makes sense
crazy.
because they just eat and crush, break things. But.
Walter says he'll be here. He's still in chat watching great AEW. Chris says Mox crowd entrance is so controlled and not genuine. Like when Sandman came through crowd, everyone would just surround him and give a standing ovation. Well, Mox entrance is like no stop power.
Yeah, he is a, I don't want to say a pussy. What's the word? He's very soft. And he doesn't want contact or people touching him and stuff. He's very sensitive.
Yeah.
He's very thin-skinned with his personality, so you can see how it comes through in the wrestling.
Walter says, good, back to some warm weather this week, but Saturday rain. Well, at least it's just rain, Walter. Pico says that jacket had a family. Why, Claudio? I didn't see the jacket incident, so. Pico says, well, they had the $300,000 trios battle royal, and these 4 men were the final guys left.
Were they?
Oh, were they? I wasn't paying attention. He says, okay, guys, let's see. I'll say 3 or 4 word phrase. And y'all give me the first wrestler that comes to mind, mostly for 2023 predictions. Got it? That make sense?
Maybe.
He's going to say a 3 or 4 word phrase. And you'll give the first wrestler that comes to mind, mostly for 2023 predictions. Okay, ready? Big push of their career men's.
Cody. Never been a world champion. I feel like he's going to be world champion. What about you?
I don't know.
Neither Rose. Just kidding. Not in WWE.
Didn't specify WWE.
Oh,
Just said,
MJF then, but I was thinking WWE.
yeah. He didn't specify it was WWE.
Yeah, because MJF is going to be champion the whole year, I believe. I don't think he's going to lose that belt unless he does something stupid.
Like curses out somebody or
Beats somebody.
Like
well, he couldn't beat
he
anybody.
goes off script.
But if he got in a real fight and got beat up.
Oh no! If he got in a fight and got beat up, wouldn't they just be beating him up in the fight and he'd be like, "I didn't do it," and just cry on the floor?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he gets in a fight, that's his fault and gets beat up because pretty much anybody on the roster, except for Anne Hathaway's brother, Dad, could beat him up.
Pico's like, no wrong answers, Dean. Well, I have absolutely no idea, so I couldn't even give you an answer. Okay, the next one, he said, big push of their career women's.
Rack Rod.
I feel like she's going to get pushed high.
Yeah, probably.
At some point. It's not happening early, though, and she could get buried, and that might not happen until 24.
Right. That's why I'm not saying Jade Cargill, because...
And it would be very easy to say Charlotte, but how are they going to push her higher than she's already been?
Yeah,
It's
she's already
impossible.
been a champion
she's
multiple
been
times.
the champion.
Both of them at the same time. Like, you can't get higher than that.
Yeah. Chris says, I think Gunther should have the IC title for a long time and break Honky Tonk Man's record as longest IC champ.
Yeah, that would be way cool. Bring relevancy back. I'd like to see those belts mean so much that they're basically world titles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the importance of them.
Very rarely seen on TV. Pay-per-view worthy. During the pay-per-views, they're really tough matches. Title never changes hands.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I don't know. Pickle says, Forbidden Door Dream Match.
I don't know any of those other companies.
Maybe you could just do an
I will.
AEW versus WWE
That's
one.
what I'm going to do.
And so we could do something along the lines of like Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, whatever, versus Seth Rollins. I think that WWE would go along with him losing Seth
Right?
if they wanted to go that route. And then have Roman do like Kenny, but then Roman wins that one, so they both get one gets a win, one gets a loss.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Because you're not having Roman lose.
Uh-uh.
And there's nobody in AEW that you'd want to wrestle Roman anyways. I mean, I guess you could do the John Moxley Roman, but it's not as exciting as
It's
Seth.
not because you've fucking seen it. As Dean Ambrose, what would that accomplish? Nothing.
Well, you just would rather have the two guys that can wrestle better. Roman's not a wrestler. He's a showman.
That's true.
He looks like a champion, but he can't actually wrestle in the ropes. And a lot of people like that, you know. I like the presentation of what's happening. Like, I like this right here better than Moves, what I'm watching this second.
Right? Vindicator says, Jolito, what's that artwork hanging on the wall to your right say? It looks like tiger skin print is on it. On
Yeah,
this?
It is a picture of a mountain and some weed.
It's a Bob Ross painting that I went to a paint thing and did.
She drew that whole, that's all her.
I went to a paint thing and painted it. They helped me paint it. I painted it, but they went through and helped, like, said, this is what you do, and then you do this.
And then they got rid of the place. Just can't do them anymore.
You have to do one, like a tutorial online.
Yeah,
Or
we
Hammer.
could. Or we could just go Shadow Falls, I guess, or something, and do something up north or something. I don't know.
Go north.
It's the only
to
other place.
Alaska.
They do have it up there still, so. But still, it's lame. Harley says, I'd like to see either Ruby Soho get a push or Shotzi Blackheart.
I don't think Shotzi deserves it. She might look the part, but she does nothing else.
That's a hard one, yeah.
Because her personality and her ring safety she's just not there.
Chris says Forbidden Door dream match between AEW and WWE would be Minoru Suzuki versus Gunther in a steel cage.
Yeah, I don't know who that other guy is.
Pico says Omega versus Osprey may happen this Wrestle Kingdom.
I heard about that. I might try to watch that. I just don't know. That shit doesn't even start until midnight our time.
Yeah. On a weekday?
And well, the fourth one. Yeah, that's like a Tuesday or
Oh,
something.
Jesus Christ.
Wednesday night.
Oh, my God. Chris says, I would like to see Roman versus Okada. And Chris says, she has the boobs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, she has a body. There's no doubt about it. But she doesn't have a personality. If she even had a personality to go with that, she'd be fine. I would like to see Claudio lose right here.
To
No,
top flight.
And it's no.
Well, because tag teams should always win. I've always said that.
We'll stand by it forever.
Yeah, that they...
Tag team should always beat singles wrestlers.
Right. Picola says his other one is big return match.
I don't want to say Cody to every answer, guys. But, I mean, Cody Roman is going to be the biggest return match. Although Charlotte and Esther, maybe. I guess I could go women.
Yeah.
Either one of those two. Took his mouthpiece out, European uppercut, and it's over.
Why did he have to take his mouthpiece out for the
I don't know.
uppercut? That seems kind of unhygienic.
He's on it, too. Like, once the guy gets up,
Yeah,
it's
I saw it
underneath him.
was underneath him. That's weird. I don't understand this.
Dumb. You think wins in a fight out of those two? Sorry.
These two right here?
Yeah.
Well, the bag of milk probably won't. Pico's like me, personally, Adam Cole, baby. That's your big return match?
Adam Cole in AEW, or is he returning to WWE? I thought we had to have both, like the match.
Chris says Switchblade Jay White versus Bray Wyatt would be interesting interaction and matchup. A technical wrestler meets a great promo wrestler.
Yeah, we saw that with Daniel Bryan and him, and it worked a little bit. Who won it?
What was
our
this on?
fight on the ground? Friday.
Oh.
Rotten Nai Parquet. Penelope should be on TV every week.
Not with the makeup she has on.
It's the hair. She's usually blonde. She went silver. Like him.
So gross looking. Pico's like, brand new repackaging. Who needs it the most?
There's a lot of people that could use it, but I feel like just the first one that popped in my hand is Braun Strowman.
God.
If they rebranded him as just a badass, then he could be world champion. Because he's got the size, the speed, obviously, power. He's pretty decent on the mic. He almost sounds like Hulk Hogan. Like, so if you go listen to Hulk Hogan's promos before he was Hulkamania,
Okay.
they've got that same deep voice.
Mm.
It's just that Hulk Hogan, when he learned how to cut promos and just started just letting it go, that it changed the game. Like, that's why he's the greatest ever at a promo. And Braun's not there. But if Braun let go like that, but I don't know if you could pull 80s promos. But, you know, these guys on here do it. On the JAS, those two tag team guys, they do it. They do those 80s style promos, and it works. Oh, fuck. The Booker.
Robbie says, D, did you get more stuff than the turkey at Christmas? No. Excuse me. All we did was have breakfast. That was it. And had snacks like later on that night on Christmas Day and wine, and that was it. Didn't eat a lot of food.
Even
actually.
the AEW crowd doesn't cheer him. Look at that.
Yeah, they don't.
I like
care.
that. I didn't realize that he was so unpopular with everybody.
I don't know. Well, if you listen to the dumbasses on fucking the internet, they love him and think he's fantastic.
Who's this fucking guy?
Balaam Lynx.
This is like the guy that Chris Jericho's feuding with.
Chris says, I can't get into Braun because he was an asshole to one of my fave YouTubers. He didn't want to get his weight and height checked. Like, wow, really, Braun? F you, man.
That's weird.
J-Boy Smith in the chat. Hey,
He
J-Boy.
might not be able to, though,
How's it going?
either, because it's part of his persona.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be 400 pounds, you know? And he's probably like 290, 312, 315.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he was probably 400 pounds in his day.
Mm-hmm.
Balaam, huh?
Yeah. Lynx.
Yeah, I wrote it.
Like the cat. But he's
Yeah, but
not
nobody
very
wants to hear
cat-like.
Lynx. We just want to hear Balaam. That sounds pretty cool. It sounds like a vampire or something.
Picola says, next AEW defector. Like that goes away from
That
AEW?
leaves AEW. Oh, God, they tapped quick. Well, Balaam lost.
Of course he did.
And Hook's not letting it go, so hopefully somebody comes out and attacks him, maybe.
No. Picola's like, grr, but more like a pussycat. Haha.
There's Big Bill. Jay Lethal? No, that's not Jay Lethal. Who's that?
Is that Lee Johnson?
Moriarty.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Moriarty. He can't walk and talk. He wants to stop so he could talk.
And I understand it because I can't do a very good job of it either.
That's funny. But
Big Bill, look at this.
D, who has been your fave on
Oh,
Dynamite
here
since
comes the
you've
little
been
jungle
watching?
boy.
My fave on Dynamite since I've been watching, at this point, Jade Cargill is probably one of my favorites. Get that Lee Moriarty. Oh, look.
Big Bill.
Big Bill's in there with a little tiny man.
Nobody would stand that straight if they were going to get in a fight. You would just get kneed in the balls and you would crumble. TooNice.com
Her shirt says toonice.com.
in the background, the purple one.
So weird.
His arm
He's
is
like, oh, I got him.
not strong enough. Get him, Bill. Get him, Bill! Son of a bitch! Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the back!
That was an ear. I think I lost my
Got him
hearing.
again! Whoa!
Robbie's like, not Anna J. Why would I pick Anna J? I'm not a dude.
Oh! He didn't do it, though. If you got a 2x4, you got to say, oh. The crowd better have done it. Like, they do woos for chops.
Right?
2x4s are legendary for Jim Duggan. Look at that. It's got a notch taken out of it. That'd be sharp as fuck.
Yeah. It looks like it's got a bad part
It's
of
a
it.
knot, yeah.
The only person they care about in the whole place is, what's his face?
Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy. Look at all
yeah.
the people. Blah, blah, blah,
Well,
blah,
they should like Big Bill. He could do some damage. And he got in shape. When he was in WWE, it wasn't that thick.
Vindicator says, Lisa, you talked about that painting earlier. You need to help Hook paint some better chest hair. Stockley was funny with that Southwest joke. Glad I didn't need to fly this year. Oh my God. Like, I guess it was really bad. Like,
The plane cancellations.
yeah.
Yeah, Shotzi Blackheart's driving cross country.
Yeah, like it
She
was
said
bad,
it
I guess.
on her Twitter or whatever. She's like, what's some good podcasts to keep me busy?
Robbie says, has FTR reached their peak or can they get to the next level?
If you're going to hit your peak, do it in your bedroom.
Ew. Gross. Robbie, don't ask personal questions on here. That's nasty. Pickle's like, yeah, he really worked on his physique on Impact. Big Bill.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You could tell. He's gained size.
Harley says, what is everybody's favorite flavor of ice cream? Mine is chocolate chip cookie dough.
There's so many. I haven't had ice cream in years, but I can tell you that vanilla is the most versatile.
Yeah, but what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Right, so like if I went to a place, I always liked this one. It was like pink bubble gum or something because it had a little gum in it.
Yes.
That one was really good when I was a kid. But as an adult, I'd probably go with like, I can't remember what it was called, but it had cherries in it, like real cherries. And it's probably just called cherry, actually. It was vanilla with cherries in it. And it
Like
had some
Cherry
pink.
Garcia?
No, this is way before that.
Cherry chip?
I don't think it had any chips. It was just, I'm pretty sure it was called cherry ice cream. And it had cherry chunks in it. My grandpa would get it. And it was kind of a pinkish color, but it was vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the mint chocolate chip. Or that's my 3, I guess. But vanilla is the best because you can put whatever you want in it.
Yeah. But
Put
would
milk
you
in
just
it.
eat it plain?
Yes, put milk in it. And it would freeze the milk into chunks. I grew up poor. I had milk floats. You know what I never...
Which is funny because you had Coke. Why wouldn't you do it with
I
Coke?
didn't like what it did to Coke.
Oh.
It made it flat and foamy.
Oh.
And I don't like the taste of that foam. And it just made... There was too much foam and you'd have to throw all the foam away. And then when you got to the pop, it didn't taste the same. Root beer would probably taste good. And I'm pretty sure I had a root beer float. I think everybody has. But yeah, Coke float doesn't work. What's yours?
My favorite flavor of ice cream is probably mint chocolate chip.
Like, out of any... so if you went to like a 31 flavors, you'd say mint chocolate chip. And that's it. Just leave. Kind of sounds boring. I just feel like you should have one that's like an exotic one.
I really don't. I don't have one.
Ronda Rousey is a badass. Did you see her beat up that cardboard cutout? Not a lot of people can do that. I got in a fight with a cardboard cutout once and I couldn't punch through it. She punched right through it. Made a hole in it.
It's probably a lie. Pickle is like, I'm a fan of sea salt caramel.
See, that
Or
sounds delicious.
caramel. Pickle says, when I was a kid, I was a hoe for peanut butter chocolate.
This sounds good too. Well, I don't know about chocolate. Peanut butter vanilla sounds good.
Peanut butter vanilla is the... Now, as a shake, it's fucking the bomb. Like, I suggest, if you've never had one, to have a peanut butter vanilla shake. Not a peanut butter chocolate shake. Just get a vanilla shake and have peanut butter put in it.
The greatest shake I've ever had, they don't make them anymore, or at least you can't find them, is a cherry chocolate. And they used to have them at Tasty Treat.
A Tasty Treat?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I don't know. I know that Dairy Queen, when we had Dairy Queen, they had the Blizzard, and it was chocolate-covered cherry Blizzard. Oh, shit. That thing was the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
It was my most favorite Blizzard ever. And then they went away, and I haven't had one for years. Might have to go somewhere just so
Probably
I can
should
get
just
one.
buy one and open it ourselves.
Right?
I know enough people.
Vindicator says, Travis, isn't it funny that Chris Jericho and Rhea Ripley wear the same type of jacket and it still doesn't make him look any younger?
No.
Chris says, not going to lie, this
Doesn't make
feud...
her look very good either. So.
This feud with Jericho is hilarious. I like that the jobber guy beat Jericho. Don't get me wrong, it hurts Jericho, but it also puts this new guy over. Yeah, but nobody knows the new guy. It's kind of dumb that they're doing it the way they did.
This is the same crap they were doing with Wheeler Yuta. And
Yeah.
it's the same crap they were doing with that Daniel Garcia. Now it's this guy. I honestly cannot tell you his name, and I'm not saying that to be a weirdo. I don't know his name.
I don't want to know his name.
And it's like, now I'm going to have to learn this guy's name so he can just be put on the shelf just like Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Wheeler, whatever, all those guys. Like, I don't care.
All right, back to Piccolo's little game. Wrestlers last match 2023. Like, they'll never wrestle again last match?
Edge on Seth, maybe? Seth's not, he's not leaving, but Edge. Edge is leaving.
Oh.
So
okay.
Edge versus somebody?
Mm.
At Mania, maybe?
Chris says a crossover match I would like to see between AEW versus NXT would be Chris Jericho versus Carmelo Hayes.
I'm not a big fan of Carmelo Hayes, but I see why some people like him.
And Pico's like, just like my movie choices, I'm an ice cream snob as well. I pick up this Talento Italian ice nowadays.
That doesn't sound like
That sounds
ice cream.
disgusting.
Sounds like a
And it
slushy.
doesn't sound very snobbish to me, Piccola. It's supposed to be gelato. Piccola's like, okay, good shout. I'll give it a go.
Is that an Italian slur?
Gelato? No. 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 Don't be weird.
I don't know who these guys are. I like this little group.
Yeah, I really like the guy that has things all over his face. Yeah, that's fantastic. I hate his face.
Oh, no, Wheeler, you to know. Attack! Attack! Attack!
Just walk away, please.
Please have everybody
Just
beat
walk
him up.
away. Just turn around and walk off like he means nothing.
This guy is terrible. He's like Liv Morgan on the men's
Oh
side.
my god! Ew. Ew. Gross.
Oh, is he going to do something tonight?
That's so dumb.
You want to get dirty?
Catch you outside.
Catch you outside.
Catch me outside.
Ugh.
So this match is started. So it is a triple threat.
Harley
that is
says,
tonight.
hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. Totally, Harley. Chris says they did it to take a shit, man, as well. Walter's like, boo, Chris Jericho. Hook is a good wrestler. KO. And Pico says, obviously, Dustin. You think he's finally going to retire, Pico?
Oh, Lord. I don't even know if he'll have another match before he retires. He might just call it quits without wrestling.
Walter says, Swerve turned on Keith Lee. He sure did.
Love it.
Picola says, seriously, this dipshit. And Chris says, Eric Young brings back Sanity versus Joe Gacy group in NXT would be interesting. Harley says, my last match would be the Rockfords Roman Reigns WrestleMania Worcester. Already looking like you're going that way with.
What?
Maybe it's The Rock versus Roman Reigns at
Oh.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. That's. I really hope they don't do that match.
I don't want him to do it either.
And the reason I say that is because it's a lose-lose. No matter what happens, it's a lose. You can't have Roman lose
Right.
because you can't have The Rock be a champion. That makes no sense. So you have to have Roman win, which makes sense because then you can pass on the torch. But if he beats The Rock, then who's left to beat him?
True.
So the only way to properly do it is to have Roman drop the title before WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And how the fuck do you do that and then not have the champion be the main event, even though it's The Rock and Roman? It has to be like dirty. It has to be Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens costing Roman Reigns, or Jey Uso and Sami Zayn turning on Roman in the match against Cody, and Cody winning.
Yeah,
Or
that
s-
should
I mean,
work.
it
Something
just-
like that.
I mean, just to
maybe?
completely unravel the family.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to, too. You'd have to take the whole family down. You couldn't just, like, have...
Yeah, because Sequoia would have to be there, and Jimmy, and... But Roman could do it with abuse. Like, he could just get overbearing over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, just making him do stupid shit like cleaning his shoes and, you know, preparing his food.
Yeah.
It just going to be an absolute ass. So the family does turn on him. And then he's like, what are you going to be without me? You know, like that. And then The Rock's music hits. And then he becomes their tribal chief. And then Roman's all by himself. And then he loses to Roman. And then he cries and apologizes. And then he joins the family back up and they go again. Or how they could do that or something. But I just have a hard time seeing that match. And having it make sense.
We all know what the chips are. Putting them so you can't see what they are doesn't change anything.
It's gluten.
They're like,
Just kidding. It's
they're
usually
like, we'll
potatoes.
cover up the names of them as well with tape.
We're not advertising.
We're not advertising.
Maybe
them.
you should have called them.
Fritos, Frito-Lay. Do you want to, be a part
Want to
of
give
our
us $10 per bag?
be part of our thing? Oh, Walter says yes. Fight backstage. Walter says Death Triangle for the win. Is this an actual match?
Yes, it started backstage, but it is happening.
Oh, I didn't
The
think they were
referee
doing
rang the
this
bell
tonight.
in the back.
I guess I was wrong. I guess they
You
are
were
having it
wrong,
tonight.
and that's okay. We've all been there
Vindicator
before.
says, Travis, who do you like the least? Wheeler Yuta, Bryanson, Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, or Xavier Woods?
Okay, Sammy Guevara and Xavier Woods can be taken off the list. I find them as reputable, like they're legit. They can stay forever. Where's that list at?
Wheeler Yuta, Bryanson, Daniel Garcia. You might not be able to
I
see
can
it.
see. Okay. Who do I like the least? Probably Garcia. But Daniel Bryanson is the hardest to watch. But the other two are kind of bad, like Wheeler Yuta and the other one. But,
Garcia.
yeah.
Walter says, yes, hardcore weapons. And Chris says, yeah, Rock doesn't need that match. Luna was in the chat, but is leaving. Says, see you next year, everyone. Bye now. Well, bye, Luna. Happy
We will
New
be
Year.
here Friday. It's live.
Chris says, that's
Bye.
why Cody
Bye.
beats Roman at night 1 Mania and then night 2 Roman versus Rock.
Right, but how does he beat Roman? Does he beat him clean and look strong? Or does the bloodline turn on him for it to make sense for Roman to wrestle The Rock in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
a big
gonna
V
be
trigger
hard.
right there.
P. Cola says, Happy New Year, Luna. Chris says, Cody has to win the Rumble. Golf Fleshy says, bye now. And P. Cola says, what a waste of cookies and Hawaiian rolls, damn it. I know, right?
Is it
They're a
even
bunch of
possible
food
for Cody
wasters.
to come down into the Rumble and disappear?
Or would every fan notice?
I think they would notice.
I just want it to be absolute chaos and then Cody to get under
The ring or something.
so he comes in as a surprise. Or he could cheat like Bianca when she won it, because Bianca didn't really win that.
Right?
Rhea did, because Bianca's feet touched.
Mm-hmm.
But they tried to hide it, and so every time they show that replay, they don't show her feet. But if you watch
True.
the match, you can see it.
Yes.
But in the replay, the picture, they don't show the feet. They're like, oh,
Correct.
she was holding on for dear life, and she made it. She touched both feet.
Yep. Vindicator says, gotta admit these wrestling shows don't do enough backstage catering room brawls. I love them.
Yes.
Walter says, geez, awesome match in the back. Harley says Roman Reigns wins at Mania against The Rock, then loses the belts at SummerSlam to Cody.
I think that's too long of a story. What do you do with Cody in the meantime?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Walter says, now back to the ring. And Chris says, no, F Sammy, LOL. Walter says, Rey Fenix, good move from entrance.
Yeah.
Medics are
he
ready
hurt his
after
head.
this cool match.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Every wrestler has a flaw. Right? There's no perfect guy.
Right.
Bray in his prime had a flaw, right? Like all of them have a flaw.
Yeah.
And so the longer they're on TV, the brighter that flaw gets.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you hear me talk about all the time, keep the champions off TV. Keep them off TV. Keep them off TV.
Right.
Because then when they wrestle, even if they have a flaw, you're more excited that they're wrestling than you are about their flaws. That's why it's important to me, by the way, that's so I can explain it to you. Anyways, so now you take a wrestler like Cody. He's going to have a flaw. Everybody does. And now you start putting that off till SummerSlam, which is 9 months away or whatever, 8 months away. Do you see how flaws can develop or injuries or anything else? And especially if you're going to have him go with Seth again for number 4 or Drew McIntyre or whoever you're going to put him up against. A lot can change, and that momentum, that fire that he has from the return of last year's WrestleMania can smolder out, and then fans won't want him to be champion, and then they miss their opportunity. And when they put the title on him, then now the fans hate him. And that's why you can't wait with Cody. That's why I think Cody's healthy. I think Cody could wrestle yesterday.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for something else.
Royal Rumble, he wins it. Keep him off TV, and then put him on at Mania. He'll have 1 or 2 matches in between, maybe 3 or 4.
Right.
But he won't be completely, out there naked.
Right.
But like Roman, everybody knows Roman's not a good wrestler, so they keep him off TV.
Right.
When he comes on, it's a big event. They have the Bloodline do some sort of big storyline. Everybody else in the Bloodline wrestles. And if Jay looks stupid wrestling night after night after night, main eventing stuff, it doesn't matter because he's not the main guy. He's only main eventing because of Roman.
True. Very true.
Just don't put your people out there and leave them. It's called hanging them to dry. And all of them, even Kenny Omega has flaws.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all of them do. But see, Kenny Omega is super protected, and especially in a match like this. Even if he was to mess up, it wouldn't even be a big deal because it's a tag team match.
Right.
But if you start putting him in main event matches every week, and he's the champion, and he's defending it every week, you start to go, is that all he does?
Right. Yeah, definitely.
It's like, well, wrestlers only know so much. It's not Dean Malenko. I say it all the time with Daniel Bryanson, right? He does the same moves every time. Okay?
Boring.
Keep him off TV. Have him come on once a month. Guess what? His matches aren't so bad. You can still have him come on. You just don't have him wrestle.
Right. Let's see. Chris says I would have back-to-back homers. LOL, have Cody entrance number 29, then Punk entrance number 30.
You can't do Punk. If you're going to put Punk in there, he has to win.
Pico's like, of course. And Sophie's in the chat. Hey, Sophie.
Hey, Sophie.
Says, hi, did you know there were 2 watch-along channels that did the best of show this past week?
We did not.
And some UFC fighter died this week.
Oh, shit.
Pickle says the E still focuses on the big viral moment. Robbie says, did you ever think AEW would drop this bad after it started so well in the early days?
I'm going to say that it hasn't been bad tonight.
So after they started taking on WWE's garbage, then it kind of went downhill, and it kind of was expected.
I feel like
because I don't think it made them go higher, it made them go lower.
Right.
That's why WWE got rid of the people in the first place, was because they weren't good for business.
Did you notice that none of those people are around?
Haven't seen them for a while.
None of
a lot
them.
of them.
But you know what they are doing? Cashing paychecks. And that is what is hurting AEW, is they have to pay all those guys.
Yep.
And they're not there. They're not working. You got
True.
Adam Cole and you've got O'Reilly. Fish is gone. Fish is in Japan.
Right.
I didn't realize he was a boxer or a fighter. He was on the celebrity boxing thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Chris says, main event, Jey Uso always embarrassing the families. Sophie says, I can't believe this is the first time in a while I had no wrestling to watch. I have to wait till Friday. Harley says, could let Cody Rhodes feud with Austin Theory for the United States title. No.
We don't.
It's
keep
below
away
Cody.
Those belts.
I don't want Cody to go for any of the mid-card garbage. Not even a little
Cody
bit.
has to be. He keeps saying it, and then if you watched on Monday what he was saying, and he was very vague about it, he literally worded that he's very vague. I know I'm being very vague. Is that he's talked about being world champion because of his dad's legacy.
Yep.
He's going to become world champion.
Yep.
It's happening.
Yep.
At WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The biggest stage of them all. Now, it could happen before, but it wouldn't be as big a pop, and I think they want that.
Yes.
And I wish there was a way they could figure out how to separate the belts.
Sophie says, how was everyone's Christmas? Well, ours was pretty good. Hopefully yours was all right,
1,
Sophie.
2, and 3. No!
Chris says, yeah,
Patrick's out.
Kenny is def looking like a jobber in this. Piccolo says, well, yeah, it's difficult nowadays to keep your attention in a championship match without a table spot, a barricade spot, somebody interferes, etc.
No, you can do it with heavy hitting, right? Like if you watch a match and there's some hard hits and some big lariats and spears that look like they're just going to cripple somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Adam Page got knocked out in a fight, and doing a... He just barely tapped him.
Yeah, they want to
Little
make sure he
tippy
doesn't
tap.
get hurt.
But anyways,
They're being very safe.
you could do that. You could pull off a main event match with no extracurricular activity. But you would have to be an athlete with some sort of size. Nobody wants to watch two cruiserweights clotheslining each other.
Right.
Thrust kick exchanges.
Thrust kick exchanges. Chris says it could also be Logan Paul versus Jake Paul at Mania. Oh, God, no. Chris says, or next year's SummerSlam. Barf. No, please no.
So I don't know if Logan's going to be healthy in time for Mania.
Yeah.
It also depends on
About a
if
year.
his injury is real or not.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly it is, unless WWE is paying him a lot of money, because he was going to box in January, February,
Mm-hmm.
and he can't because of his knee.
Oh.
Meaning, whether that storyline, because he's signed,
Mm-hmm.
and he can't box anyway, so they storylined that in,
Right.
and he's just getting bank.
Right.
And then he'll wrestle at WrestleMania as kind of a surprise.
Piccolo says when you have Roman just wrestle a pure match, then that would be impressive.
Yeah, well, he
Oh.
did against, was it McIntyre? Was that one where they went 30 minutes?
Something like, I think it was.
Yeah,
that
I think
one.
it was a Clash at the Castle, and him and McIntyre went 30 minutes, but there's that match I'm talking about, where they can get super physical with each other,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just nice. It's good looking. It's a great match. It moves along. Maybe the match of the night. I'd have to remember the whole show. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But
Sophie says there's a rumor that Roman will somehow lose one of the championships before Mania. The IC championship is scheduled to be defended at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
good. Who's going to be champion? Oh, shit. Right into the face.
Robbie says trash can spicy. Sophie says the rumored Elimination Chamber match is Santos versus Gunther versus Ricochet versus LA Knight versus Braun versus Drew.
No, that's just weird.
That's a
So they're doing the
strange-
elimination with the IC title instead of a world title. I'd rather just see the women wrestle.
Right. Piccolo says how I'm going to call that move the taint stomp.
You guys can definitely call
Right,
me a
Nicola?
hypocrite now. As I just said, I'd like to see those titles become major titles and defended like world titles, and then I just said what I said, so I'm a hypocrite.
I don't know. I think it's an Elimination Chamber, which really throws it. And the fact of who they're picking to, like, possibly be, if that's,
Well,
their rumored picks.
Santos
Like, that's
Escobar
a dumb pick.
versus Braun Strowman. That sounds dumb.
Freaking dumb as hell. Ricochet to LA Knight. Oh my god. Jesus.
That Ricochet needs to go. Like I've okay, thank you. You've been on TV enough. Now it's thank you.
Right? Sophie says, how is all ex-WWE going? AEW seems to be flying by tonight.
Whoa! Thrust kick.
Vindicator
Nick
says...
it, Matt. Nick it, Matt. 1, 2, and 3. No. They need this win right here.
Yeah. Vindicator says
And
they
it's
are
over.
lucky that move outside the ring was not a botch. Omega career could have been over. Yikes.
Yeah. Well, Rey Fenix is very, very, very athletic. So.
Yeah, he did fine. And they did such a good job that he barely tapped his ass.
Although he might have just broke his tailbone. That's it. It's over, but Pac thinks he's going to win. Look, Nick's tapping. But it doesn't matter. See, so now Pac's
Now
going to
it's
think
tied,
he won.
right?
Yeah, but Pac thinks he won.
But it's over. Omega pinned Phoenix on the outside after he broke his ass. Oh, dude.
He's grabbing his ass.
Oh, he's hurt.
That could be.
A big injury right there. I hope that's not like a spinal injury.
Of course, they have a 7th event.
Well, he's still pointing. He's pointing at himself. Okay, he might be okay. But watch this. Ooh.
Yeah, he landed kind of funky on his ass, didn't he?
He's like, I gotta pin him. I guess you wouldn't be able to lift your feet like that if your tailbone is broken.
Vindicator says they are lucky that move outside the ring. Oh, read that.
Yeah.
Sophie says, I heard the live events in both cities on Monday were awesome too, and too bad we couldn't see it on TV. Piccolo says, okay, well played, Travis. Chris says, I would have Braun Breaker steamroll through Roman to make a statement when he gets called up. I mean, if they ain't gonna push Gable Steveson, then bring up Breaker. He's had great NXT title defenses.
Who would he have him like to wrestle?
I would have Braun Breaker steamroll through Roman.
Oh, no.
Piccolo says, oh no, not Ricochet. Walter's like, good match. Sophie says, imagine if we could have seen both live events on Monday on TV. I'd rather have the USA Network or Peacock have some footage of both shows than a best of show. Robbie says Ricochet is bum. Walter says, oh, the Elite one, boo. And Piccolo's like, good, Kenny broke his ass. Ha 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 ha. Sophie says, Bray wrestled at Madison Square Garden. I wonder when we will see him wrestle on live TV. Robbie says, elite are elite, not like D. Kidding. And Piccolo says, sure, the butt stuff is not unusual for twinkle toes. Walter says, okay, bye guys. See you Friday for SmackDown. Bye, Walter. Thanks for hanging out with us. Vindicator says, Omega gonna need a big, long massage tonight. Sorry. Probably from a strong, overly friendly Hungarian girl named Olga. Piccolo says, Nakazawa gotta put the athletic tape on his asshole. That's gonna be nice for him, poor guy.
Did you see his jacket?
The
It was
white,
pink camouflage.
Pink camouflage one. Oh, I thought it was like tiger striped. I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
It'll be on here if they don't show it again.
There it is. Okay. Yeah. It's a
The cheetah print.
like yeah, a leopard print. What the fuck? Kurt Angle?
He stole Kurt Angle's wife.
Who did?
JJ. He's stealing money like Kurt Angle's
Oh,
wife.
is that who that was?
Jeff Jarrett. That's who they're talking about. That's why they got a guitar.
Is that Jeff Jarrett, the woman that we saw that last time we saw him?
The
Was
woman,
that her?
yeah.
He
The
said
one
looks
that's
like a man.
kind of manly.
Yeah. That was Kurt Angle's wife.
That's sad. Jesus.
Slap these nuts on your chin bone. You lost a Ric Flair. He was 74 at the time. Like everybody lost to Rick when he was in his 20s and 30s. But he was 74 at the time.
Gosh. Chris says, oh, Elite versus Bloodline. Sophie says Tony Khan brought up that AEW isn't like WCW in an interview. Okay.
The Bucks could beat the Usos, but Omega couldn't beat Roman.
Mm-hmm. Piccolo says, yep, that's she, him, or whatevs.
Uh-oh.
Right? Vindicator says Kurt Angle doesn't watch AEW, so Acclaimed won't have to worry about any milk truck payback.
So if you are on TV like Anna Jay is, and you're as pretty as she is, why would you not get in the best shape of your life?
Maybe she's on a different regimen right now.
feel like if she got in Jade Cargill shape, she don't have to look like Jade, but in shape like Jade, she makes $1 million a year in WWE.
Maybe she got soft because she was dating a dude.
Yeah, well.
They have no class.
They have no class. They have a lot of ass, though.
That's not very nice. Let's see. Sophie's like, I miss you guys on Monday, and it was weird not having any wrestling on Monday.
We're sorry, yeah.
Sorry we didn't get on, but it was all just rerun stuff, and
That's the first Monday that I haven't been on wrestling in 3.5 years.
Yeah,
3 years.
it was kind of weird.
Oh, there's Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby Soho. They're not playing her song. They must not be.
Something's playing. Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, we're talking so much, I guess I can't hear it. Pickle
Yeah.
says, actually, Jay Lethal got more talent than any of you fools, but okay. Any what fools? Us? Of course, Pickle.
Not us.
I would say that Jay Lethal has way more talent than me.
He's talking about the Scissor Daddies.
Robbie says, DLOL, Rick was running it back then. Can FTR beat the Usos? No.
No.
Pickle says,
Well,
scissors.
I mean, if they signed, they could. But if they kept them on different companies.
Pickle says scissors were not harmed in the making of this music vid.
No.
Chris says Omega couldn't beat Roman only with help. Pickle says, oh, film whoop the asses on Spotlight tonight, boys and girls.
She was twerking.
Well, they got lots of armpits happening too, so.
There's armpits everywhere.
Armpits, ass. Not very much in the boob section for anybody, but you know.
There's no titties in this one.
I mean, I guess Willow's got some boobs, but
A little bit.
not exactly for a thicker girl.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of ass happening.
You gotta have more wiggle in the middle or in the top than in the middle.
Right?
Ruby chases her right outside the ring. Tay Conte is on another level of
Running away.
Exodus.
So it says, like I saw on Twitter, nobody remembers when the WWE did a best of show before this Monday.
They're just giving them some time off. It's fine.
I thought they'd done it before.
Oh wait, didn't they work anyways?
Yeah.
I think they worked in Madison Square Garden and somewhere else.
Vindicator says Anna Jay's still probably the hottest babe on Tony Khan payroll.
Yeah, she got the face, but I feel like her lower body's starting to turn on her.
Robbie says Dee was too busy eating leftover Xmas dinner LOL instead on Monday. Actually, we didn't have leftover Christmas dinner because we actually made our Christmas dinner Monday. And basically it was just meat. I don't think we had anything else with it.
It's the best meat I've had.
Chris
And every
says-
time I warm it up, it's still pink. Like, it's like, I don't know how I did it, but it's perfect.
Chris says I love Anna Jay's character like she's a heel, but it's almost like she's not a heel. Either like if she wasn't in JS, she'd be a face.
Right.
She is being manipulated. Robbie says FTR is better than the Usos. Soho looking hella piff even more. She fixed her nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, her face looks way better. I hate to say that because you want people to keep their natural noses, but her face looked like she had a hook nose, and with her nose getting broken fixed, it looks a lot better. Sophie says, I wonder what happens if New Year's Day or Eve end up on a Monday in the future.
Next year?
What happened next year?
It will be next year. And I bet you it's the same situation. It's the same old...
Not 23 next year, but 24 next year.
No, 23 next year.
Christmas Eve, or New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve, yes.
New Year's Eve will be on
Sunday.
the last day of the year. And then that Monday. But I'm saying Christmas because they say Christmas too.
Right.
So, yeah.
Pickle says, we had a wonderful ham, but after day 4, I want some fried rice or anything else. Why don't you make it ham fried rice? Piccola. Ham fried rice. Ham fried rice, Piccola, ham fried rice. Piccola says the world ends, Sophie, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria.
Mm-hmm.
They're living together in harmony and shit.
It'll rain and ruin all your snow in late December.
Bastards.
World's ending. We had snow like 2 or 3 inches thick, and
Yep.
it all melted yesterday.
Yeah.
All at once. I
Yeah.
had like a little lake in the front yard. I could get my pole out.
It's a boat and troll around.
Fish around, fish in it. Yeah, it was sad.
A little trolling motor. Bzzz. Got me a marlin.
A marlin. Sophie says the best of show got 1.05 million viewers. I'm surprised how many people watched it. Yeah.
I mean, people are just trained. It's fine. I did not. And plus, they kept hinting at Cody being on there.
Yeah, I think that was the only reason why we turned it there, like the last 15 minutes of the show for a minute. And then I turned it away because Travis was like, I'm watching it over here. And I'm like, oh, good.
I was watching on my phone.
I just didn't want to watch reruns of stuff I'd already seen. That was my problem. Sophie says, I thought for some reason that number would be a little bit lower.
Me too. But, I mean, people are going to watch Raw.
But did they? No, just kidding.
They did.
Piccolo says, oh, we have a slight decline in our neighborhood, so if snow ever melted, it'd pull out the kayak for S&Gs.
Yeah, we live on a hill. And at the bottom of the hill, it always makes me wonder if those
People just get flooded.
Right?
I know, what's his name used to? They had to put like a new drain in front of his house because it would get clogged all the time.
Yeah, not surprising.
Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
They put that huge grate out in front of his house. I had to ask him, did you ever get all that fixed? Because it ruined his basement one year.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to cut all the basement out. And then he redid it.
Right?
But then he sold it, so it doesn't matter anyways. But
It's true. It's funny, but yeah. So it says, while Raw last wasn't on, I played one of my new video games I got for Christmas. Cool, Sophie. What video games did you get for Christmas?
what'd you get?
Chris says Eva Marie and Shotzi scissoring would be epic. Chris. No, ew. It's nasty. Yeah, desperately.
She's so desperate. Look at her.
She's desperately trying to make that tag. She really desperately needs to do it. Yeah, that's it. That's what we want to see. Tag team precision.
Quick tags. It's a great teamwork.
She's so mad. How is that possible? Brap.
Anna Jay is so angry right now.
So angry. Oh no. So angry.
She's like a hippopotamus.
She's so mad. She's like a hippo.
That's how hippos are. They're just angry for no reason. They'll chase your boat. Why?
Because you're there.
Sophie says, see you for SmackDown, where I'm going to be here all night.
Mm.
Okay.
Can't wait. Oh, it's going to be a good show. We're going to see John Cena.
John Cena. We aren't going to see him. That's ridiculous.
Well, the rumor is that he's going to be there.
Ridiculous talk. We're going to see him. Silly. Pickle is like my favorite part in Glass Onion was Blanco outing Edward Norton. You are a buffoon. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Good show. No joke. I really enjoyed it. I like movies that I haven't seen that I care about.
Right?
Kind of like that.
Batista was in it just enough to make it so you didn't have to deal with him for most of it.
Right. It is terrible acting.
He is too. It's like.
But that guy, that Daniel Craig, he's good. And he does a pretty good Southern accent.
Yeah. As Sophie says, Glass Onion was epic. I don't know if I like it more than the original, though. I like the Knives Out one better for myself, Sophie, but the Glass Onion was pretty good.
I'm just hoping
It was
I
up there.
forget about it in a year or so and watch it again and be like, oh, yeah, that's what happened. Because I forgot the first one. I kind of remember parts of it. They were like in a weird dance studio or something. And somebody's tied in a chair. But I don't remember much other than that.
I don't really remember it. I bet you anything I'd have to watch it in order to go, oh, that's right. That's what happened.
Right.
But I
that's
thought there was
perfect.
like knives in a chair or something, so who knows?
There was a chair that was in a restaurant or something like an
I
old.
thought it was made of knives, like Game of Thrones.
No.
I don't know why. But the knee strike. Poor
And it's got Captain
Ty
America
Mello.
in it.
It does. Chris, what's his name?
Oh, we don't care about his real name. It's Captain America.
Poor guy.
2 and 3.
Oh.
Oh! Anna J
Saved
with
by
the
Anna.
save. Here she comes to save the day.
So it's like, is AEW Dynamite over yet? It doesn't end until 8 o'clock.
It's over at
Sophie.
8, so
about a half an hour.
Just about a half hour.
People's like Ryan Johnson made a looper. Has anyone seen it? I never even heard of it to see it. So
Brian Johnson and
Ryan
Johnson and Looper.
made looper.
Huh. Yeah, nope. Doesn't even. Huh. That's a movie.
Sophie says, no, I heard of Looper, though. Well, good for you, because I've never heard of it. And if I have, I don't remember hearing about it, so there's that.
I went to school with a Brian Johnson, and he played in the NFL. Does that count?
No. Pico says, he's the director of both Knives Out movies.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know who he was.
1, 2, and...
No.
She got her. No!
Time.
Ty Conte.
Oh, no. She broke her arm. What is she looking for? There's nothing under there for you to find. She's like, it's over somewhere. A chair? Can you do that on the outside?
You're not supposed to do anything with chairs. Referee stopped it. Referee's interfering at this point. Just ring the bell. Look behind her. Ty's got a chair. Oh my god, that was terrible. That's it, guys. But the tag team is going to win, so it's all good. Holy crap. Oh, she didn't want to break her nose. She put both hands in front of her face.
Yeah. She's trying to protect her face a little bit better, I guess. Well, wasn't she the one that broke her nose?
Yeah,
No.
that's how she broke her nose. That's what he said.
Wasn't Ty wasn't the one that did it, though. Was it Ty Mello that did it? Who broke her nose before? Oh,
That's how she broke her nose. So this time she put both hands on her
That's
leg.
funny. Pickle says, well, it's a sci-fi flick with Joseph Gordon-Levitt as an assassin and fighting his older self played by Bruce Willis.
Nice.
That sounds kind of familiar, Pickle.
See, watch.
Sounds kind of familiar.
Watch Ruby's hands.
Surgically repaired nose. Oh, I missed it again. Sorry. Vindicator says AEW women tag matches still feel kind of insignificant without tag belts to shoot for. But maybe thought that's coming in 2023.
Hey, Ty, instead of trying to cover that fat roll, because she's very conscious about it, she keeps trying to cover it. Let's get rid of it.
Or junk roll?
Yeah, she keeps covering it. But that, obviously, she's pretending she's hurt. But when she was sitting down, she kept trying to pull her pants over it.
Oh.
See, she's pulling it up now, too.
Yeah. Pico's like lots of time hopping and such. Yeah, sounds right. Harley says, I will see you on Friday night.
I can't wait.
Christmas.
Looking forward to it.
We'll see you
Jamie
on
Hayter.
Friday night.
They're going to put Jamie Hayter on
Rampage.
instead
Wow,
of on
that's
Wednesday.
pretty lame. Well, how the ladies women's championship has fallen.
Yeah. At least when Britt had it, it wasn't on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kiera Hogan. Oh, hopefully Strickland wins that one pretty quick. Swerve. What's the main event tonight?
It's happening. Wardlow and JoJo, whatever his name is. Weirdo face. Mm-hmm.
Dude had one good promo, and now everybody's like, "He's the greatest ever."
What the fuck? Pico says,
Pebble.
yep, bangs are big hill heat, of course. Yeah, they are. Bangs. What do you expect from a wizard? Hello.
Andretti. I wonder if I can memorize it. It's a race car driver, isn't it? Andretti? Mario Andretti? Or something?
Yeah, something like that. But yes, race car driver. I don't like the fact that you don't think at all, which is what's happening right now. No thinking. Loo, la, la, la.
Whoops it.
Oh, you're not a legend, sweetie. That's just sad, trying to think that you're a legend.
The Pebble said.
It's hilarious.
The Pebble said.
Pequel's
He didn't
like,
do
okay.
his thing. The Pebble.
Pequel says, okay, a couple more. Robbie says a lot of hill heat tonight. Pequel says next TNT champion.
I don't know. Wardlow.
For 2023.
He could definitely win it tonight. It would make sense.
Robbie says, oh, she's deluded, D. Who's deluded?
I mean, if I was booking this, I'd have
excuse me.
Wardlow run through him and be champion for a while. And then lose it. And then take the title off in JF next year. In 24.
Right? Definitely.
Oh. Just like a hockey face-off.
It's weird.
Aren't you a little old to be
I
called
was like,
kid?
D, why can't she be a legend too? Who are you fucking talking about?
Stark. The Pebble.
Stark's a boy.
Pebble.
Who's the she you're talking? Because Stark is not a legend, and he's usually a he. Chris says Wardlow better win this. It would be like when Goldberg had the U.S. and World Heavyweight title. I think it's only for the TNT Championship.
Yeah. But he's just comparing it. And then Wardlow can take the other title later, and they'll have both.
People's like, oh, Robbie talking about Jamie. Oh, maybe he is talking. I don't know. She's stupid.
Do people have asthma specialists? Like, I have asthma. I have a specialist.
Yes, they do.
I heard that people that are born with asthma don't really have asthma. They're just told they have asthma so much that they believe they have asthma.
Not surprising that
It's
they've been
supposedly
manipulated into thinking that
like
they have something they don't
90%
have.
of people that have asthma don't really have asthma. They were just told as a baby that they had something wrong with them, and so they just believe they can't breathe. Google it. Don't ask me. I have no science at all. backing
No
that.
science.
None of my own science. I haven't read it. Like, that's just something I read.
Right. Chris says Jamie Hayter and that mystery Shotzi MJF girl scissoring would be interesting. Gross. No. But they're getting a new look this next year. I wonder what it's going to look like.
Like Raw and SmackDown.
It's red and blue. Bleh. Robbie's like, Jamie D. Oh, so Pickle is correct that you're talking about Jamie and who's she. Probably deluded and she can't be a legend. She's a loser face.
I've heard that.
Loser face.
Who's Desha? She's pretty.
I don't know, some announcer person.
All right, here comes Just Joe.
Oh, man. Ugh, this guy. Gross.
One-legged powerbomb. TwoNice.com shirt in the background. We need to go on AEW with our Wrestling Gab shirt.
Right? Those are the seats you need right in that area.
Right.
Pico says that Dasha has ties with Dwayne. That Titans game show, I believe she was a participant.
Huh.
Huh. Okay.
That's
Cool. Cool beans, I suppose.
Wardlow's not showing up, guys. He's hurt.
Oh, no, he's not going to come down to the ring.
He's not going to. He's
Joe's
hurt.
like, I'm already sweating and my boobies are all... God, he's so gross.
He just looks better with his nipples erect, you know?
That's so
With
disgusting.
his big boobies. I understand that. He's got a little anxiety.
Yeah. Has some stage fright. But it was like, so possibly she had some bad luck with injuries because I know Daisha has had bumps before. Oh, I don't know.
There he is! Wardlow's coming out! Look at the pop from the crowd. He's getting better as he walks. He went from a giant limp to none at all to back to a little bit.
Back to a limp when he...
There it comes!
He couldn't limp while he was walking down the ramp.
Because he had no coordination.
Because there's no coordination for it. So you have to wait until you're on a flat surface
Plus
to
he was
limp.
trying to push people.
Plus he was pushing people, and when you push people, you have to literally, like, you know, plant your feet and then push.
It's his left leg? Or his right leg?
Yeah, that's the one
When he was limping, it looked like it was his other leg.
He's like, I don't know what's broken. I'm lost in the whole situation of broken. Well, we'll see what happens here.
Just Joe's a big man.
A big fatty.
Looks like he has abs to me. Look at those abs.
He's got shaky titty syndrome.
He's got mabs.
When he runs around, his titties shake. Pickle's like, is that a commonplace now? I can't remember who it was, Travis, but due to anxiety, a pro NBA NFL player had retired. He was like only 24 or something. Not surprising.
Yeah, you see it
A lot.
quite a bit in sports.
It's very commonplace now.
What are we talking about? Just anxiety?
Yeah. that due to anxiety that pro players or people in
Well,
the
we saw,
spotlight
what's his name?
retire.
There was that Snitsky or whatever.
Who was that big wrestler that said the gay comments and people were mad, but then they found out he was in gay porn?
Mm-hmm.
Remember him?
Yes,
had
I
the big
remember
head.
him, but I don't know what his name. I can't remember his name. But yeah, him.
Anyways, that's he couldn't wrestle because of his anxiety
He
issues.
had social anxiety. Robbie says, "Nah, Travis, my dad has full-on asthma in the puffers and everything."
Right. Well, yeah, everybody
Robbie,
does
there
that has
are
it.
people that actually do have asthma.
Like, all I'm saying is look it up and see if it's a real thing.
But there are a lot of people who have been told they have asthma,
It's conditioning.
but do not have asthma, but they have been told their whole entire life that they have it, but they don't have it. They don't have symptoms of it. They don't really have it. It's probably panic attacks, anxiety and panic attacks, not like actually something really wrong with their lungs. Pickle says, "I just don't understand if you have those physical gifts and possibly neurodivergent complications will ruin your dreams. Go get help. Go to a counselor.
Yeah.
Go talk to
Just
somebody about it."
relearn. It's anxiety isn't a mental illness.
No.
It is a thinking illness.
Yes.
So once you change the way you think, because it's a belief system, and once you change your beliefs, you can no longer have anxiety. And anxiety is a tool. It's not the problem. So whatever issue that you have and you're having anxiety, anxiety is your tool to get out of that scenario. So, I'm scared of heights. Anxiety is to get you out of heights. It's not because of the heights. The heights isn't the problem. It's your thinking of what the height means to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like alcoholism or drug abuse or anything else. You use it as a tool so you don't do whatever you are scared of.
Yeah.
Slash.
Like your fear of emus, Picola.
Right.
Or people's fear of spiders.
Right. It's irrational.
Closed spaces.
But you can't tell yourself that's irrational
But
because it's in your subconscious.
Yes. Rob is like, "D, can you be a legend?" No. Vindicator says, "Never understood why Joe likes that gear. It looks like he is wearing a skirt from a distance."
Maybe from where he's from, that's what they wear.
Picola, I don't know nothing about big birds. Is it just emus, though? Or is it all big birds? Of birds of large status? Just out of curiosity. Picola says, "They better not come to my work randomly." Don't you work from home? Why would emus show up at your home randomly? Let's see. Let me see if I can rent an emu and have it sent to Picola's home.
Like a birthday
randomly.
emu. A birthday emu.
But it is a curiosity, Picola. I do have that question. Is it just emus, or is it like other large birds as well, such as ostriches? Peacocks are pretty big. Large turkeys, like, or is it just the ones that are tall with long legs?
So the trick is to go see an emu on TV,
Expose yourself.
wherever
to
you
them.
can see an emu where it causes the least amount of stress, and imagine yourself there, and then wait for that feeling to come, and whatever that feeling is the feeling you're trying to hide, and then you want to sit with that feeling and accept it, and then you just keep progressively getting closer and closer to that feeling, and you want to just know where that feeling comes from and why you're having that feeling. So you want to keep that feeling with you and hold it and hug it and love it until it doesn't scare you anymore. And once that feeling doesn't scare you anymore, you can ride an emu or what, I don't know if you can ride emus, but
I don't know.
an ostrich.
I mean, what happens if they attacked you? Like, did one attack you?
Right.
Or are you afraid they'll attack you? Just out of curiosity. Like, did you have an encounter with one and it attacked you?
In therapy, what we would do is say, when was the first time you felt that feeling? And then we would start there and then go back into it.
Right? Bio says, well, I never encountered those other birds if they attacked me or whatever. Vindicator says, but anyway, since we won't have a first-time champ crowned in this match, I will vanish out of here and rematerialize in 48 hours to watch some people smack down some other people. Take care till then, guys.
Dun, dun,
Bye.
dun, dun.
Bye, Ben.
See you, Ben.
We'll see you on Friday for sure. Pickle says, so he's shipping me an emu and we just hug and hang out. I'm going to ship you an emu costume.
You'll be an emu. You'll be a guy riding an emu.
You're going to be the emu.
You'll be a guy riding an emu running down the street. But you'll have emu legs, but you'll have your upper body, but your fake legs will be on a saddle. And then emu head will be out front like...
Pickle's like, hug it out. Yes, hug it out with that emu. They do like velociraptors, so it does make sense. Just be slightly scared of them.
Why wouldn't you be scared of them? They're a giant bird.
That's what I mean. Like, they're
So
not small birds, right? I mean, they're
every
pretty
culture
big.
in the world has dragons, and there's a good possibility those dragons are dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm. Pickle says, Vindicator rematerialize, huh? Why did I immediately think of Star Trek beaming you up? He almost got him, but now his knee hurts so bad he can't do anything about it.
Is he going to be able to powerbomb him?
He's not going to be able to do anything. Joe's two fatty McFattertons.
He thick. That boy thick.
He think. They're both laying down, so they're both being counted. Oh my gosh. They're on the number 4. I thought they were on 9. The way he was counting, I'm like, oh, 9 already? Damn. Yeah, you can't explain that lactic acid when it shoots through your knee bone.
I don't remember lactic acid ever shooting through my legs.
Especially when you were hit by something. Like, I don't think injuries really make you have lactic acid, but okie dokies. Pickle says completely opposite thick from the last match. Yeah, it's not a yummy thick. It's a thick.
This one's not all about the base.
Yucky.
The other one was all about the base.
Right?
There's Wardlow, but he hurt that knee.
Oh no, his knee is broke.
Not gonna work.
Joe broke.
You're not gonna pin Samoa Joe with one hand.
He tried his hardest though, and that's all that counts.
Gotta hook that leg.
Is you tried. Oh no, he jammed his knee when he came down.
He hurt the wrong knee.
He hurt the opposite one.
Yeah, he didn't hurt it, but he did land funny on his other knee.
Oh. He thought he was going to get him. Oh no, he's got you in that stupid clutch thing again. Drop to the ground. Headbutt to the face.
That time he hit it.
What is that?
It's a clothesline. It's like one of those like wind blowing people that Bailey used to have with her. Clothesline.
Oh, one of those kind. Okay, makes sense now. Riley says D is just Joe not doing well in AEW with his gimmick. Oh God, I don't know. I don't.
The crowd likes him.
I don't like him. I've never liked him in anything I've seen him in. So there's that. I didn't even like him as a commentator in WWE. He was annoying.
Big time.
Big time. Not little time. Big time.
Big time.
He likes to dish out punishment.
Big time.
No, not my face in your crotch hole. That's disgusting.
He powerbombed him.
He
That's it.
powerbombed him, at least because Joe was up there.
New champ.
He's like, I got him. I got him up there. Wordlow smash. Bah! Yeah, there's damage to the ligaments. Oh, he couldn't get him up. He grabbed the wrong knee when he first fell down.
He's like, oh, it's this one. It's the left one.
Oh, no, not my knee.
See, now they're working on the other knee.
Pickle says he literally has had the same gimmick since TNA.
He's going to tap. Wardlow's going to tap. That's dumb. They're literally doing this to Wardlow. He's out. It's over. Fucking dumb.
I hate you so much with your shit, fucking AEW.
That
and
was
your
just a missed
fucking
opportunity.
fuckwad
Why would
shit.
you push a 40-plus-year-old man over Wardlow?
A young guy that has something going for him.
There's still 4 freaking minutes left of this.
This guy. Chris says, I hope MJF introduces us to the mystery girl in the next few weeks, unless he's just cucks us. Okay, Chris, so the girl was just the cutest one he could find in Colorado. So that probably means that we probably won't ever see her again. Just saying. Robbie says, D, you're a harsh critic, LOL. Oh no, not the knee. Yeah, not the knee.
He's got water on the knee.
Loser face on the knee right now. Oh my god, seriously. Ugh, just stop it. Get rid of this. Whatever's happening, I hate it. Stupid.
Joe just going to keep beating him up.
Ugh, God, this guy.
So he's Ring of Honor, so is he going to shake his hand?
Mm-mm. No. Why would he?
Well, he's still in there.
He's going to pretend and then beat him. See? He thought he was going to be nice.
He played possum nice.
Everybody thought he was going to be nice. Even Travis fell for his stupidity. Stupid out there. Do you? Do you get how he thinks? Do you have a history with him?
Yeah, they dated.
Not surprising. You guys look like you should date.
Oh, he's got a toolbox.
Great. Toolbox from Dum Dum. It's amazing. This guy.
He just threw it down. What's he trying to find? Like a pitchfork?
I don't know what he's looking for, but somebody should run away.
Oh, scissors.
Oh, is he going to cut off his hair?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're going to scissor daddy.
That's the wrong type of scissors, sweetie.
Mm-mm.
Oh, really? That's the kind
Samoa
of...
Joe's going to be scissor daddy.
So you're telling me that that's the kind of scissoring they're doing? Is real sharp object scissors? Piccola says, I would probably be worried about the crazies.
Hey guys, here he
and
goes.
their
He's going to scalp him.
Kudos.
Like the Indians.
What? Piccola says...
He did it. He cut his hair all the way off.
Piccola says, so if you had the opportunity, would you ever go to the Jericho cruise?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think it'd be all right. I think it'd be pretty fun.
It'd be fun partying with those guys.
Pickle's like, I would probably be worried about the crazies and their non-vaccinated culos.
Cooties?
I don't think I'd be worried about non-vaccinated people at all. They are probably the people that are more healthy than the vaccinated, but whatever. And as for the crazies, you know how you deal with those kind of people? You don't drink or
Darby
do
Kyle.
drugs, and you'll be fine.
Darby, the house elf.
Oh, great. He's going to be his helper. So weird.
Look behind him.
Oh, good. Whack him with a thing. Get him with your face.
Should have ollied
off his back.
Should have ollied off his back. Robbie's like,
Maybe
oh,
a
do your
kickflip?
reactions to
Would
you
you
and
have done a
Duffo go
kickflip,
to
maybe?
Oh. Chris was like, Joe scissoring and Pico's like, culo's Spanish for asses. Oh. Is that what that is? Didn't know that was Spanish for asses. Oh, I guess We got Darby's after that TNT championship now, too.
The one that matters.
The television one. So he's after the television championship.
He was planking.
Poor
Plank on your title.
Poor Wardlow's getting his hair chopped off,
He's gonna
knees
look like
broken.
Darby. You think
So
he'll
he's-
go away with Darby and
So
then come
Wardlow
back?
means nothing now,
And
which
then
is
dye his hair
ridiculous.
blonde like that.
He'll be
He comes back, looks like Darby, half
He's
his
like-
face painted.
Darby's little weirdo.
Well, he needs a mouthpiece.
People's like, oh
although
yeah,
Darby's
oop, I
not the guy.
forgot being sober. Robbie's like, D, what is it with you and scissoring? Robbie, you and Travis are obsessed with it. Maybe you guys should scissor together. You guys are gross. All right, everybody, that's enough for tonight for AEW Dynamite Stupid. I just saw the most dumbest thing happen.
Well, I don't know why.
And
they
it
would
makes
do
me
that.
angry. I mean, Wardlow, I don't understand. I don't
Wardlow at least
understand
has a
why
future, but
you would fuck somebody over that can have a future in your company. I mean, what do you plan for this person? I mean, like, where's the plan with this? I don't know if I can just. It makes me. I hate them. Anyways, so now that I had to sit through the stupidness of just Joe or Samoa Joe or fucking moron shit beating somebody that
she's
he
ending it
attacked
on a
later.
positive night. Oh,
And
tonight.
Jesus Christ. Well, we know that there's no way he's going after the championship anymore because now they've moved on and now it's Darby and Joe again.
That's okay. He can go do other things and then go after the world title.
Just weird. Anyways, so that was Dynamite. We'll be back on Friday for SmackDown, guys. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. Be safe out there for the rest of the week. If you got any plans for...
Scissor Daddy.
You guys didn't mention anything about Travis' shirt. You
They
you
can't
guys might
see
not
it.
be able to see it. Look, this is what Travis got for Christmas, by the way. Not from me.
Scissor Daddy ass.
His niece, Ayla, who you see in the chat a lot, got it for him. Anyways, we'll see you guys on Friday for SmackDown. And then, of course, New Year's crap and whatever. As Robbie says, D, is that your message for the day? Don't do drugs? Exactly. And Pico says, be safe, everyone. Robbie's like, D, LOL. And yeah, laugh, laugh, laugh. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. Really appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your week.
Thanks for watching Wrestling. Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.